Hello, my name is Kuya Gian. I make content about art, design, and social media. And today, I want to ask you a question. Are you born to be a YouTuber? Now, why I asked this question is because from my quick success in YouTube, I've been realizing that I'm kind of born to do this. I've looked at a lot of the different things that I've done in high school and in college. And when I started to research more about YouTubers and how they kind of came up, I've realized that I'm very similar to a lot of them. So I want to make this video for two reasons. Number one, I kind of want to share my story for people that are trying to figure out, is YouTube something that you were made for? And if you relate to certain things in my life, then maybe that might be your sign to start creating. And number two, this is kind of an excuse to give a little bit of backstory, you know, some Kuya Gian lore, if you will. So yeah, here's my story on how I figured out that I was born for YouTube. Okay, let's go. Ever since I was a kid, all I wanted was for people to pay attention to me. I don't really know why, I just needed you to listen to me. I brought that need all the way to high school. And now high school is honestly where all of the signs of being a YouTuber really started to show. My high school was known for very high performing academics, and kids here, they really took school seriously. No matter how hard I tried, I just could not be like the other kids. Dude, I sucked at school. I was no good at math. I was no good at science, LA, nothing. And I had raging ADHD. But I still needed that attention, that validation, you know, something that could prove my worthiness to the other kids. That's when I turned to the creative stuff. I realized that it looked bad to always say the answers wrong in class, but what if I became funny? I didn't really have the full confidence to be a full-on class clown, but I still wanted to make people laugh somehow. That's when I came across my favorite part of high school, the video project.
¡Ay, caramba! ¡Juan Carlos! Yo necesito dos defibrilladores. Uno, dos, tres, clare!
Every once in a while, a teacher would give an assignment where you have a bunch of things that you've learned in class, and basically you have to make a video about it for the class to see. This was like the best thing ever for me because I watched so much YouTube back then. Ryan Higa, Kev Jumba, D-Trix, you know, all of those old school YouTubers. And I wanted to make a YouTube channel that was just like them. But my parents said I was not allowed to. So instead, I put all my longing to make funny videos into the 2 or 3 random video projects assigned in the school. I mean, these were some comedic masterpieces, I'm not gonna lie.
Esta mi forma no final.
This is really what planted the seed of one day being a YouTuber. Putting all of these secret hours into editing and adding music and making funny stories, and then seeing the entire class laugh their asses off to something that I made, it was just an amazing feeling. The YouTube seed was planted and I didn't even know it. Now, what did I do with this feeling when I graduated high school? I spent my early college years just kind of being the class clown my high school self was too shy to be. I made a lot of great friends, I was having a great time, and I was getting all the attention that I needed. But right when I got comfortable, boom, COVID hit. Coronavirus. All of the good times that I had with my friends, you know, the goofing around, it just disappeared. Everyone was quarantined away and we just couldn't hang out the same way anymore. I got really frustrated at the world. I was around 20 at the time. I finally learned how to make people laugh. I became a much more vibrant and interesting person to be around. And you're telling me now, out of all times, all social connection is cut off. In my head, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Here's the thing though, for me that need for attention, a need to know that I am able to make someone smile or feel something, it was still there. I just needed a new outlet. So that's when I started making TikToks.
Hey, did you know that yawns are contagious? Have a yawn with me.
Now, all of the TikToks that I made in college were so dumb. They were essentially just the jokes that I told my friends. Making these videos came from that same joy I had doing those video projects in high school, and I wanted attention, but now I realized why. Because when people pay attention to me, sometimes they laugh, sometimes they relate to my struggles. This was just watering the YouTube seed more and more, but we're not there yet. So now we go and we graduate college. Now I got life to do, you know, I gotta figure out my career, and I can't just make the same dumb TikTok videos, especially when I'm like interviewing for jobs, you know? Eventually, I ended up just staying quiet and I worked my desk job the best I could. I learned that a lot of graphic design jobs don't actually challenge your creativity. You have to be able to sit down and create repetitive stuff just like any other desk job. My real dream is to be a creative, to be an artist. I needed to make something that I'm proud of. I wanted to make something worth sharing to people. And as an artist and graphic designer, I needed to find the best way I can put myself out there. And you kind of have to be creative in order to do that. And what I've realized is my way out is to simply do what I've always loved as a young kid. To make silly videos and post them online. I don't care if it's cringe or if it's annoying. I want to make a name for myself because ever since I was young, being entertaining and creative and weird is really all I know how to do. That brings us here. I made some YouTube videos now about sharing my culture, a few videos about my creative process, and I've already gotten 9,000 subs at this point. Thank you guys, by the way. I've gotten thousands of amazing comments, and I have an online community on Discord where people share their art and their thoughts, and I'll link the Discord in the description. At this point, I'm living my childhood dream, and I'm making things that make people feel something. I just need to keep on posting. So I want to bring this now to you. Do you think that you were born to be a YouTuber? Or maybe not YouTube. Are you born to create things for the world to see? And to figure that out, I would do an exercise similar to mine where you go through things that excited you as a kid. What are the type of things that bring you joy that are still present in your life today? For me, my entire life, I always loved storytelling, especially through making videos. And I realized that even though making YouTube videos is kind of cringy, it is helping me align with what I want to do in life. So I'm gonna be a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? When you approach life this way, from my experience, life gets a lot better. If high school Gian saw the things that I'm doing now, he would freak out, man. So if you want to start creating and following your passions, but you feel that self-doubt, that feeling of like, oh, it's too much work. Think of your younger self. How would that young kid react to you finally picking up that camera, actually starting writing that story, starting to actually use FL Studio for once? You know, I'm talking to you, buddy. Why haven't you made those damn beats? The worst time to create stuff is when you're ready, because at that point you have no room for improvement. And the topics that you were going to create it on are probably already irrelevant to your life. So with that logic, we can realize that if you want to create something and you feel like you're not ready, that means that it's the perfect time to start. If I can do it, so can you. All right? The universe is counting on you to create that thing that you always knew you'd start one day. So if you haven't heard this yet, you were born to do this. So start creating now. All right, so that is the video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you relate to anything that, you know, I kind of went through as a kid. Let me know if your story is completely different. What's your journey like? I would love to know those types of stuff. This channel, everything I'm doing online, is to make more creative community and support other people that are trying to figure out what they're doing in their creative journey. So go ahead and leave me a comment. Join the Discord as well. There is a lot of cool people there. I have been reading your self intros, and there's just like a lot of cool people already. Yeah, this is the end of the video. So subscribe to Kuya Gian, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Okay, just join the Discord so you can post your art. Okay. Join the Discord. Hey.
Join the Discord. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.